What up, YouTube? It's been a long time. I've been really busy, but now with the moving of the stream off of Wednesday, and then Tuesday still being occupied by the Best of 3 show with Rec, RNG, and Counterbob. A little more time to write some articles, make some YouTube videos, etc. And so today I'm starting with what I think is my pick for ladder right now. I realize it's extremely boring. It's just basic ass Elysian midrange. It's very similar to Suckleg's list that won the ETS, I believe, last week. Except he was running not nearly enough power, so I cut the Aegis Mentors for just one of each sigil. So it's at 27 plus 3 Amber Acolyte plus 4 Initiate. But of those, so 34-ish, you can't really count Initiates, 30 power. 4 of them are Amber Monuments, which are very fine dudes. So I think you will rarely get flooded, even though your curve stops at 6 and you're playing 30 power. And Aegis Mentor, while nice, is kind of win more. If your hand is full of fatties, you're probably going to be fine. It's like sort of a replacement for Obelisk, which I really like this list that it doesn't play Obelisk, instead plays Praxis Displacer. I've never been a fan of Obelisk in this deck just because it's a card that is good in midrange mirrors, which you already win, and it's really bad against aggro, which is your worst matchup by far. But yeah, I'm just going to run a few games of this. I mean, it's pretty simple. There's not, much difficult decisions to be made, but just kind of wanted to get back in the YouTube game and put some of my thoughts out there. I mean, the actual play of the deck is just play the most expensive fatty in my hand every turn. Remove big threats, A plus space. And then, there's one Crystallize if we get in a board stall. Also, this deck benefits from the most important, in my opinion, new card from Dead Reckoning, which is Equivocate. Which is just unbelievable because this deck always lacked removal. Now it has it. Okay, so this doesn't have a fatty, but I've got Initiation, Dawnwalker, and a Wisp. So if I find one, it's insane. And I've got 2 Crests. I'm actually going to keep this. And the deck plays an astonishing number of fatties. This isn't one. You know, I think I'm going to bottom that. There's Titan, Cirso, Worldbearer, Daraka, Amber Monument. There's 20 of them. It's just chock full of fatties. Hey, there's one. Alright. So I have to figure out how you want to do this. Depending on what our opponent does, you might just play Friendly Wisp. Yeah, okay. So it's just the mirror. Which means that I could get away with just slamming Friendly Wisp here and then playing Titan next turn. I also could set up Killer Dawn. So play this on 3, play this on 4, play this on 5, and this on 6. Bring back Dawnwalker. Kind of take it slow and easy. I actually like that a lot. And if this gets killed somehow, they equivocate or whatever, I can just play Amber Acolyte, and it's not super setting me back. And the Initiation will be a removal spell for a fatty later. Okay, well, that means that my Initiation isn't great here. So I think I'm just going to play Friendly Wisp and then play Titan next turn. The question then is whether I want to Monument as a dude or Monument as a power. So 4th power, but my 5th one is going to cost something. But I'm going to draw 2 cards, so yeah, I'm going to be greedy here. Let's do it like this. I could also just kill this guy, get a Killer Dawnwalker going, start getting rumbling with it. Okay, I actually like that. This sets my opponent back so I can't play Cirso right here or something, which would be an issue for me. And maybe they'll get power screwed. If they're also playing this list, I think it was very light on power before I added 2 more. Adding more power also lets you play Monument as a dude more often, which is just great. 5/5 overwhelm for 5 that can also be a power is a fine card. Twilight Hunt. Alright, that probably kills this. Yeah, okay. Wasn't thinking about Killer when I just played that out, so perhaps that was a little loose, but we find unless opponent is playing Obelisks. So we're just looking for stall breakers now, like Daraka. Because if opponent's on Obelisk, we're in big trouble. Twilight Hunt leads me to believe they're probably playing okay, that's fine. Leads me to believe they're probably just playing stuff like Predatory Carnosaur, but you never know for sure. So I'm just going to play a couple Amber Acolytes here. Doesn't matter what I get. I don't have any favors. So this is fine. I can bounce this back to my hand with Praxis Displacers, which I have 3 more of floating around in the deck. Opponent just has a bunch of basic dudes. So I think I'm gonna play Daraka. Probably trade it for Titan or False Prince. I guess if I trade it for Titan, then my Titans can start attacking. Alright, that's excellent. But yeah, I'd like to trade this for Titan. Let's see, if I attack with both, I'm trading Titan for False Prince, which isn't the worst. It's not like I have too much removal. Yeah, okay, attacking with both. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, my opponent gets to Equivocate me. Oh, they could block here. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Just this. Just trade this for Titan. Or if they have Equivocate, then, like, trade for False Prince. Alright, sure. I guess I would just Equivocate this, maybe. Yeah, and I'm fine with this. That frees up my Titan to attack and trade for False Prince instead of trading with a Initiative of the Sands. And yeah, like he gets a 5/5 out of this, but like, whatever. All of our cards are gonna trade. So, and this version does play 4 friendly Wisp, which gives me a bit of an advantage in the grind. Hopefully, gotta save these Permafrost for Cirsos. Yeah, I guess I speed off this one friendly Wisp. Like this is gonna get into a board stall. I shouldn't have played it when I did. I was thinking they didn't have a rule, but I forgot about Initiation and what's it called? Twilight Hunt. Okay, so opponent has that. I guess I can just stun it with Daraka and get in for a couple points of damage. This trades with the False Prince, but again, that's fine. I don't have anything else that trades with False Prince. I don't have any spells. I guess there's Equivocate, but then it just turns into a random 1-drop. Still got the best guy on the board. Still doing some damage. If he kills this, then I'll just perma this. If he gets 1 power, it doesn't matter too much. Okay, Daraka-ing my Daraka is fine. Yeah, I'm gonna perma the Daraka, even though it locks mine down. If I find a what's the name of the card? Praxis Displacer, I'm just going to bounce this anyways, so it's fine. Let's see, time for 1 in the air. Is that very important? Nah, I'll just play False Prince. Or let's play Sandstorm and leave the False Prince in hand. Just cheaper card, so I can double spell maybe, or if I draw Friendly Wisp, I can play another card in the same turn. I drew power for turn, but they haven't missed a play yet, so they're probably not out of cards. Yeah, ugh, it's kind of brutal. Yep. That's kind of brutal. That's not good at all. Okay, let's see if we can force the issue here. I'm just gonna stun this too. I don't have 3 doofuses in play to block a Cirso anymore. An opponent has not really had a great opportunity to play a Cirso, so if they have that, I'm just really sad. Ugh, another Daraka. Card's so good. Just locking down mine, just locking down that. Okay. Got a Displacer. So I could bounce this, replay it on that. I bounce this, replay it. Seems like the best option. I get a 5/2 killer. Well, okay. How good is a 5/2 killer? Like, it lets me attack with this, and if they block, like, killer trade it off, and then I can, like, maybe bring it back if I draw another fatty. What if I bounce this? This guy gets to attack, which sucks. Yeah, I'm just gonna bounce this, so. Poke for 1. Bounce back my Permafrosted guy. I guess I could have bounced, like, this and attacked for 7, or bounced this and attacked for 5. Whatever. Maybe I should have saved this in case I found another Friendly Wisp. I think I want to get it in play. Well, it basically has charge with the killer. Yeah, I should have saved this in hand. I haven't played this matchup very much. I've never played that much Elysian. Like, I think the deck is kind of boring. I basically just played it from, like, Diamond 3 to Diamond 1. Okay, well, that'd be another reason to hold it. And there's a lot of Darakas. So I've drawn 2, but I kind of, like, made bad trades with them because I was ahead on board. Alright, I'm about to take a bunch. Yeah, I could have... Well, I guess they would have just locked this down, so I couldn't have attacked. And then... Well, I could have attacked with this and then played the Walker, gotten in 2 extra damage. That's real bad. I wonder if it's also drawn more gas than me. I guess I just, like, drew a lot of power. So, yeah, I'm dead here. Yeah. This is just like the mirror where opponent drew 3 more gas cards than me, so they had 3 extra units at the end of the game and I died. I could have saved the Wisp and drawn 2 more cards though. Like, I definitely made a mistake. So like, if I had 2 more cards, I probably would have had another fatty and then I could have won that game. So it's not just like I flooded and lost. God, it's like, I mean, I made a mistake and as a result I flooded and lost. Okay, got the turn 1 initiate. The 1 Seed of Wisdom, which like looks really weird, but you're not playing that many actual sigils because of playing so many Waystones, and fitting in more Waystones is nice. Just like free health and Aegis. Is this the same guy? No, it's another person on Elysian. This is bizarre. I haven't played against Elysian in like, I don't know, 20 games or something, and then suddenly I face it twice in a row. Don't actually need that, I don't think. Again, I could have played this. In fact, I probably should have. Like, opponent doesn't have a unit to, like, killer it, you know? So I could have just gotten in for 1 damage. Opponent can't crystallize or anything. Yeah, it's just completely safe. Yeah, I just missed 1 damage. Wasn't thinking about it. What? Alright, punished again. Never played that card early. Just don't do it ever. Hailstorm? What are you thinking? I guess they're just not playing... like the Amber Acolytes, the Initiates of the Sands, instead they're playing Hailstorm. Which is somewhat defensible, I guess. Like, shows up your weakness to aggro. I haven't seen any aggro. I've been seeing all, like, dirty mid-range and control decks, which this is still really good against. Crystallize this. Opponent misses out on a lot of cards. But then I don't have a board stall breaker. Yeah, let's just bounce it. If they play like exactly Titan, I'm sort of sad. I think I'm just gonna play this. If they play another Hailstorm, I don't care at all. If they play like a Z initiation here, I don't care at all. Power Stone, alright. You're doing it. Alright. Got him. They didn't do anything. Did not expect Hailstorm. Just never play out your Wisps early, alright? Just don't ever do it. It's always wrong. It's just, it never works out well for you. It's just not correct ever. Never do it. Alright, we found the decision point in the deck. Just because you can play a card doesn't mean you should play the card. Alright. Zhangxing. 4 power, False Prince. Yeah, I'll keep it. False Prince on 3 on the play is strong. Cannot initiation False Prince. But I can initiation Cirso, and that's super good. I'm just going to Crest hunting for more threats. I don't need to hunt for a power. I've got a lot of draw steps before it would come to that. However, a 6-drop. Yeah, I think that's fine, actually. I'll just keep my power from now on. I got 4 in hand. I'm going to draw, play my second. Maybe like 3 more draws before 5 and 4 more draws before turn 6. Pretty likely to find one. Although, if this just dies and I don't find the 5th one, I lose on the spot. Okay, never mind. They're Ikaria blue, so I have plenty of time. See, I'm just glad I kept the threat on top. Like, it's not going to lock anything down, or if it does lock anything down, it's going to be something irrelevant, like a Vulk Reinforcer or whatever, but I'm still happy that I kept it. It's because you want threat density. Equivocate is going to be used on my own guys here, just to get another unit, even though it will be downgraded. There's no way they're going to be as big and beefy as the units I'm actually playing, but any unit's better than no unit. Okay. So now if I see a power, do I keep it on top? If I see a Daraka, do I keep it on top? That is tricky because I do not have that 6th power. I definitely won't draw it on time if I keep this, so I think I have to bottom. Okay, I'm going to play 5th power and Cirso. If I draw another 6-drop, then I'm just going to have 2 6-drops in hand and be like hoping to draw power, which is not really the place I want to be in. Alright, if that gets a Rune Hammer, I think we'll just scoop it up. I don't think a game is winnable at that point. But hopefully opponent doesn't get a Rune Hammer. So Elysian can beat these kind of decks pretty well if you just get an Endless Fatties draw or like a Dawnwalker. Okay, so they didn't get a hammer. They just got an Ikaria. Maybe this one's getting a hammer. Alright. That's a thing, I suppose. Save that to play in the same turn as a fatty. If he plays a rule spell, I'm just going to Equivocate this. Get a random 5-drop. Guess I could have Initiation. That might kill an Ikaria at some point, though. So hold on to it. Harsh Rule. Yeah, I'm just going to grab my guy back. Equivocate doesn't really have targets. I guess I could, like, Crystallize plus Equivocate and Ikaria. That's so slow. Well, it's not great, but it's something. At least it's a unit. Okay, well, this survives Rune Hammer. Opponent doesn't have a Vanquish, so they would have used that against 1 unit, so perhaps the Rune Hammer is their only thing, and this gets them. Maybe they're just going to slam Ikaria on Initiation and eat it. That'd be super sick. Oh yeah, play your Ikaria. Just play your Ikaria. I know you have it. Oh, another Harsh Rule? Fine. Alright, well, Ikaria is looking to be a problem then. I don't have anything big enough to kill it. Oh, look at my smart opponent playing their Harsh Rule. Playing around the Xenan Initiation. Throne Warden's fine. Crystallize, Permafrost that. Oh. Or I could play a Cirso. I hope they have nothing. Well, if I draw another power, I can Wisp. My deck is so full of fatties, though. I'm going to draw something for the Wisp eventually. Yeah, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack with this. If he torches this, I'm happy to see it, so I'll let that happen. Play this. Because that means he's not torching this. So, like, I would like him to get rid of a torch here. Plus, then he can't, like, torch plus Rune Hammer and kill a bigger guy. Alright, doesn't fall for it. Knows better. And now this trades with Ikaria, which kind of sucks. So those 2 cards he rose for, right? Yeah, it's got to be Ikaria. There's no way it's not Ikaria. Yep. Okay, I guess if I draw out a power, I can pop the Aegis and the Initiation to eat it up. So, what does that mean for me? I can just Crystallize, Permafrost, attack with this. Probably. I don't even need a Permafrost. I can swing with this and play Initiate, have an extra power next turn. I take another hit from Ikaria, but can't be helped. I guess second Ikaria here kind of ends me. He just rose for 2 Ikarias. They're pretty classic. The classic ladder play. Rise for Ikaria, never anything else ever. Why would you ever rise for a thing that isn't Ikaria? Okay, didn't rise for a second Ikaria, so what could it even be? Throne Warden, Rune Hammer, Daisho seems bad. Yeah, I don't really know. Alright, so now I've got to beat Warcry 10, which is going to require me playing a bunch of units. So he finds like a 3rd Harsh Rule and dead. So I'm just going to not play it on Harsh Rule. I just can't afford to anymore. Yeah, that means he got another power in hand at least. Sama cutting in and out. Okay, so could Initiation this thing to play around like Island's Choice a little more. If my opponent has an Island's Choice, I'm probably just dead anyways. It's 2 torches. It's waiting. The internet cut out. I'm confused. You either had 2 torches or you didn't. Okay. Just wanted to take it to the wire. Just so I knew that they got me. This fucking idiot. I got 2 torches. I better wait for 30 seconds. Just so they know that I got him. I should be charitable. Like, maybe their internet just cut out or something. Like, I shouldn't just automatically assume that my opponent is an asshole. That's not a good way to go through life. Oh, they rose for a Staff of Stories. Normally I play as support, but in this matchup, I'm not so sure. Okay. So I do have a chump blocker for a turn, so let's kill that Staff of Stories. So I could have played Wisp plus Reinhardt last turn to play around like Island's Choice. Well, then I just torch the Wisp and hit me anyways. Doesn't really matter. I feel like they're probably not going to block just in case, yeah. I should assume that their internet cut out or they were alt-tabbed. Like, they're like watching Netflix or something. That's probably what it is. They also have Warcry 20 at this point, and they've drawn like 6 cards. There we go. Shelterwing Rider. I will concede. So the way you beat those sort of decks is you have like either one of those draws like I did. I guess like I didn't have in the first game, but you have one of those draws where you just like play a fatty every turn for 7 consecutive turns and they run out of removal and die. Or you draw a Dawnwalker and then they have a very difficult time winning unless they manage to draw multiple harsh rules and rule spells and can race the Dawnwalker with a Karia. Alright, so this is a turn 2 Dawnwalker plus initiation. It's pretty strong. Oh, hey, it's Sama. Hey, you were just watching me. Knows what I'm playing. Not that it really matters all that much. Very straightforward deck. Everything you play interacts with it. Okay. Killering that seems real good. Just need to draw a Primal for false sprints. Never mind, doesn't look good anymore. That's what we call having all the answers. I'm not gonna bother like initiationing to trade with a 3/3. I'll initiation something bigger that can actually just eat this up. Alright, well that's not great. Should have attacked this last turn. I'm happy to make the trade. Choice? Sure. That's fine. Opponent, did they have an opportunity to play Sheltering Rider? They did and did not, so let's bounce this. Don't need to save this for Sheltering Rider then. Yeah, so this is looking real bad. I mean, I'm happy if this deck isn't good because it's super boring, like I said. Like, it's very on rails. But I was crushing with it earlier, but I guess I was mostly facing, like, crappy removal piles and such instead of, like, actual reasonable decks. Like I've faced here. What have I faced? Like Mirror, Ikaria Blue, Huru midrange. So I could initiation this and kill the Kothon. If they're just activating Kothon this turn, my Titan is free and I'm pretty happy. Okay. Titan just trades with one thing, which kind of sucks. I guess I could bounce this Owl and then the Titan can attack freely. Opponent wants to spend their turn replaying an Owl. I guess I could do Owl plus Vanquish, and that would kind of suck. Yeah, maybe I should have just initiation and killed this while they were powered down. Ooh, just taking a bunch there. That's a lot of damage. So it seems like I'm gonna Vank, replay Owl, will attack me for 5. No. That is not their place of strategizing. What have we got here then? No Vanquish whatsoever. 5, 7. So if I initiation this and they have a Island's Choice, then at least they're not killing this thing. So I'm gonna go for it. Yeah. Kill the one that has not ultimated. So the Island Choice this, you're taking another 8. Yep. Unfortunately, I'm not playing Mono Time. Right, I was afraid I was going to double block this, so I like some with those, but... Alright. Well, it didn't really backfire. I can play any time card I draw. It's just I just need to find a Primal. So now this can get ulted, get an Owl. It already has an Owl in hand, though. Nostrix it to make a 7. Alright. We need to draw power for this Equivocate right now. We didn't. Alright, yeah, this deck is garbage. Thank God. So happy to... Hopefully a lot of people watch this video and don't play Elysian because of it. Oh wow, mine is dead. 12, 15. Not quite, but basically, yeah, I'm out. Oof. Puts me at what, like 1 in 3 or something? Not the greatest showing. Though, to be fair, I did punt one of those games by playing a friendly Wisp before I was supposed to. Could have won that if I had played the friendly Wisp, drawn 2 cards, and had a fatty among them. And I won a game where my opponent got completely power screwed and didn't play anything, except for a couple friendly Wisps, and then I lost to 2 reasonable decks. So, maybe all the reasonable decks crush this, and we don't have to worry about it. The Dawnwalker takeover was a myth. It's actually still all about that Justice metagame. They can't even find an opponent as bad as me. I think I have like a reasonable amount of Primal sources too. I have like 9 duels, 7 more Primals, Amber Acolytes. Alright, we've got Titan, Permafrost, Monument. At least we have power and can play our cards. It's kind of slow, but I think it's a keep. We've got solid late game power in this deck. We can cast whatever we draw. If I draw not any more power, I can just place it as a power. If we do draw some more power, I can place it as a 5/5. I feel like health isn't going to be important if my opponent leads with double Primal, so I'm just going to play that first. Triple Primal, alright. So I'm likely just going to play this as a power. I should have done it on 3 when I drew this. So I'm going to skip a turn. Alright, well, no, I'm not going to skip a turn. Excellent. Yeah, I'll just play this, play these. Alright, well, looks like we can win when opponents are power screwed. This deck does a good job of punishing power screw. Alright. Alright, power screw and X is our record. Alright, I'll play one more game. That was kind of silly. You can see that it's a silver chest. Like I won 4 games with this deck right before this. I promise. I'm not part of the cabal trying to manipulate you into playing bad decks. I'm not trying to do it. At least it has one thing going for it, which is that it can beat non-functional draws, which is something that you can't say of like the unitless removal pile decks. That gives the opponent time to recover. Alright, Ip Man. It's a good movie series. Martial arts movies. I like them. And it was an obvious redraw because it had no action. This one is bad because it has no power. As if I draw 1, I can play this. And I got a bunch of removal in the meantime. Alright, we're just playing the mirror again. Alright. So this video ended up not giving a whole bunch of useful information about the deck, really. You know that it beats power screw. It loses to itself getting power screwed, or the opponent having removal spells into finisher, and the mirror is 50-50. I do think it's super good against all the like garbage removal pile decks that people are playing though, so it's not a bad ladder choice. Oh, this is Chalice or Temporal. Chalice is actually a pretty solid matchup for this deck. Yeah, it is Chalice. Interesting. Do I want to equivocate something? Not really. Happy trading this for either of those. Okay. Behemoth it up. Didn't want to trade. That means they probably have a Chalice and want to buff these guys and then block. Vanquish. Probably would have rather had that live than this, honestly. So maybe I should have led on Cirso. We just have endless Cirsos. This opponent's not going to be able to race us, that's for sure. Endless Cirsos and a Crystallize. They won't be able to block us either. I guess Harsh Rule is kind of crippling. Probably just Crystallize right here so that Harsh Rule isn't as crippling. You know, they have at least 2 power in hand. Alright, no pause, so no Island's Choice, so take 8. I don't have anything to Chalice if they have one of those. Alright, drew the Harsh Rule. Excellent. Killed one of his own guys and one of my guys, basically. I think I'll play Dawnwalker. Bring it back with this other Cirso. Get some damage done here. I guess if he channels right now, I'm probably losing. But if it's not channel, I'm in pretty good shape. Yeah, like Maris's Disciple, that's whatever. Well, that's a lot of Maris's Disciples. Am I supposed to equivocate one of these? No, I don't think so. I think I'm supposed to attack, trade off, bring it back with Cirso. Oh, he just takes it? It's madness. Trying to race me? I don't think you're going to be able to win this race, man. Man, he's taking a very aggressive tack. You're Chalice. You don't have to be this aggressive. What are you doing, man? Yeah, like I'll take 4. But now you're going to take 1 billion and die. Into Permafrost. Alright. You could have blocked that Equivocate. Alright, so we beat an extremely aggressive Chalice player. So yeah, that's Elysian midrange. Now that I'm not streaming as often, you can look forward to more YouTube videos from me. Hopefully one every week, barring unforeseen circumstances. And like, subscribe, etc. The standard shills. And have a wonderful night. Peace.